Hey, how's it going? It's Rich from Elk Endeavors. Hey, I'm trying out something new tonight. I'm doing this right directly on YouTube. So I'm having a little bit of a I'm just trying something out here. So I hope you're doing well tonight. And tonight I wanted to talk to you real quick about decision, which is Napoleon Hill's seventh principle of success. And decision is really important, obviously, because you have to make a decision in order to succeed. So you figure out all the different things that we've gone over the last week or so. All comes down to making that decision to do something that you might not have done otherwise, and that's really important, right? Because if you don't make that decision, then you'll never get anywhere. And the way that I start off my the blog post that goes along with this video is that what was remember if you remember the presidential line, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? And so when you think about it right now, like I think, like, are you better off than you were last year or last month or last week even? But then looking forward to it and looking forward in terms of affiliate entrepreneurship and affiliate marketing, what is your life going to be like in a week, a year, a month, a year, right? What's next August look like for you? And that's really what hit me. Not that I was thinking about this in when I started out, but ultimately, that's a question that really would have had an impact on me, because I had been living in a state of sort of financial insecurity and just kind of trying to get by and trying to feel better about things, and constantly look at my checkbook and constantly waiting for my paycheck and all that stuff that really was it just stunk. It sucked. And so trying to get away from that and trying to relieve myself of that was really, really important. And the way that I did that was through the 4% Success Challenge, by joining that up and making the decision to follow someone else's lead. Now, one of the things that I'll talk about tomorrow, and I don't want to mix things in, but ultimately, the nice thing about the 4% Success Challenge is that you're as a student. The way that it's taught is that you reap the benefits of the founder's failures, and he goes through all this stuff and learns. You learn how to do everything because he's already learned it, right? So he's done the failing for you, and you get to reap the rewards of that. And he knows how to teach you so that you don't make the mistakes that he made, and you don't have the failures that he had. But the first thing, the most important thing, is that you have to make a decision. And Napoleon Hill, one of the things that he talks about in his book is the example of. There's many examples, but they're too much to get into in a quick YouTube video like this. But he talks about Henry Ford. And Henry Ford apparently was one of the most obstinate people, he had the reputation for obstinacy because of the way that he acted in terms of his decision making. So when he made a decision, he made it quickly, and then he was very, very slow to change that decision, if he changed it at all. And that's what happened with the Model T. People kept telling him to change it, and he wouldn't. He believed in what he was doing. He wouldn't change it, and ultimately he came out successful, as we all know. And that decision and the sticking with it and making sure that once you've made the decision, you go with it, and you're gonna make it. Come hell or high water, you're gonna make it. And that's the kind of decisiveness that you need to have in any business, but especially in affiliate entrepreneurship, partly because you're all alone, right? You're kind of doing this on your own, and it's tough because you don't, even though you have the support of the 4% Success Challenge, the group, and you have a Facebook group and people on Instagram and all kinds of people that can help you. They're really not, they're not there with you, right? You don't go to an office every day and wonder and think aloud with people. You're kind of on your own, and it's a difficult part. So making that decision and sticking to it, and I'll talk about persistence tomorrow. But making those decisions and sticking to it is the most important thing in terms of getting started. So we've been through 7 of the 13 success principles. We got about 6 to go, and we have 6 to go, and I'm looking forward to finishing it off real strong with you. I hope you've enjoyed this content. If you have, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, hit the notification button so you know when I put new videos out. I'm putting videos out every day, which has been a lot of fun. It's been a challenge, but it's been a lot of fun, and it's gotten me to think through. So it's fun because every time I make a video, there's like 2 or 3 things that come out of it that I can also talk about. So there's always going to be plenty of content. It's just a matter of making the time and making sure I get out and do the videos. So thank you very much for watching. I'm doing it all for you guys, and I really appreciate that. And I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Have a great night.